All right, so if anybody recognizes this house, this is the house where Raina or Karen Dunlap was found dead in. As you guys can see today, it is, I can't remember the date for today, but anyway, today it's boarded up. As you can see, it's there's a nice little dedication in the front. I believe her family left that. Not only is it boarded up, it is been scheduled for demo. As you can see, the markers are very clear. When you see marks like this, where the gas line and everything's been marked, where it's been, these are early indications of demo. So this house is coming down.
Black men. Oh, wait, let me specify even more. Brown skin and dark skin men, because y'all pull a little bad light skin who y'all gonna make real pretty kids with, and then you treat her like shit. Are you serious? You could have had a little dirty, dark ass bitch for all that.
New tonight, the family of a Prince George's County woman is desperate for answers. Karen Dunlap, a popular social media influencer, left home last fall on a trip to Ohio, but she never returned home. Investigators found her body in Cleveland a week and a half ago, but they have no clues on what happened to her.
Alright, y'all, now I can't say what I really want to say on here because Lord knows they'll terminate us so damn fast. So what I would say is this, right? God don't like ugly. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Before I even get into this video, let me tell y'all right now, it's gonna be some triggering stuff you're gonna hear. So I'm just warning you ahead of time. But what I would say is this. She is now in a place where people who spread hate such as herself belongs. I don't know if y'all realize, but I'm trying to keep it very professional, might I say. Y'all already seen the intro and can already see what we're about to get into. Basically, a woman who was considered an influencer went viral for talking about African-American women and men, but especially men. And she went to go audition for the reality TV show Baddies, go figure, and whatever transpired, she ended up being found deceased. So we're going to get straight into it, man. Shout out to Crime Corner. I'll leave a link to the original video pinned in the comments below so y'all could go support and check them out. But in the meantime, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it.
I'm pressure. Any girls who don't like me are not pressure. And if you can't bag me, it's because I have better pressure. Black men. Oh, wait, let me specify even more. Brown skin and dark skin men, because y'all pull a little bad light skin who y'all gonna make real pretty kids with, and then you treat her like shit. Are you serious? You could have had a little dirty, dark ass bitch for all that. Do all that. Like, have her. Like, let that be your thing. I'm so sick of black niggas pulling next bitches and treating them like they didn't win the lottery. Like, bitch, are you serious? Are you serious? I could have been a white guy right now, but I'm with your black ass, your little struggling black ass, your little disenfranchised black ass, your little where's my stimulus check black ass, motherfucking chicken eating, motherfucking watermelon sucking, Kool-Aid drinking, black ass. My Barbara is my king, black ass. I didn't pay my child support, black ass.
What else?
I hope I don't get evicted on the 5th of the month, black ass. I'm sick of this, man. I don't give a fuck. Hey, cancel me for real. Bitch, I can't stand black men. And I want y'all to know that with my full heart. With my full chest, Niggas ain't it. Like, chill, like, stay where the fuck you are. I see why society treats you like that. And Trump was on to something, but y'all black asses couldn't get it. So, yeah, I'm done. I'm so done. I'm done acting like I'm one of y'all, man. That shit. Y'all black asses can kiss my little pretty light-skinned mixed ass
Karen Dunlap.
Now, here's the thing with that. And we see this a lot. It's called colorism. Whereas whether you're black, whether you're Spanish, let me tell y'all right now, and for the people in the back, because there's people that feel just like her out there in the world. You may not voice it as boisterous as her, but there is people that feel like that, unfortunately. If there was one of those things where back in the days, and I think y'all know what I'm talking about, and they said, well, you come with us or you go over there with the quote unquote blacks, you know what would happen? She would go right over there with us. So it's always interesting to see people like this. But one thing I would say, it starts from home. It starts with how you view yourself. Right? 9 times out of 10, one of these guys probably broke your heart, whatever the case may be. That anger comes from something, whether you learned it in your house or whatever the case may be. But just understand, they all group us and label us the same. You're all a minority unless you look like them. Crazy.
A popular social media influencer, left home last fall on a trip to Ohio, but she never returned home. Investigators found her body.
Look at her mom. Look at her mom. See what I'm saying?
In Cleveland a week and a half ago, but they have no clues on what happened to her.
It's horrible. I feel like somebody kicked a hole through my soul, and the biggest part of my heart is gone.
This is the story of Raina Dunlap, a bold and controversial social media influencer known as the Nude Queen.
Look at her.
She was a woman chasing fame, determined to make her mark in the world of reality TV. But what started as a journey to audition for Baddies Midwest took a dark and tragic turn. 3 months after her trip to Cleveland, Raina was found dead in an abandoned home, her personal belongings missing, her body dressed in uncharacteristic oversized clothing. Authorities were quick to suggest an overdose, but her family refuses to believe it. Was Raina held against her will? Was she a victim of something far more sinister? Her mother and sister are still searching for answers.
Look. Look. Hey, I don't want to say this, but her mother looked like one of the Aunt Jemimas. But yet she's sitting there talking about black this and black men that and you black N-words. See what I'm saying? See, a lot of these women, well, not women, a lot of these people that act like that, they were taught that. They hate themselves. They have an inner hate within themselves and they project it. It's no way you can hate or say you don't like this one and that one. Look at your mom. Look at your sister. Crazy.
Desperate to uncover the truth. What really happened to Raina Dunlap? Welcome to our channel. Welcome to Crime Corner. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This story takes us to Cleveland, Ohio, a city known for its rich history, sports culture, and industrial legacy. Located on the shores of Lake Erie, Cleveland has a mix of urban grit and cultural landmarks, including the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. However, like many major cities, it also has areas marked by economic struggle and abandoned properties, particularly on the east side, where Raina Dunlap's story took a tragic turn. Raina Dunlap was famously known online as the Nude Queen. She was a vibrant and ambitious 30-year-old woman from College Park, Maryland. Born to Karen Jones, Raina grew up in a tight-knit family alongside her sister, Kira. She thrived on attention, embracing both the positive and negative aspects of public scrutiny. Her mother described her as kind, loving, and generous to a fault, always eager to be surrounded by people. At the same time, Raina was no stranger to controversy. If she couldn't garner attention in one way, she found another.
I don't give a single fuck. I am the baddest and you motherfucker know it. I'm a little...
Oh, wow. I'm gonna have to cut that out, but she basically said, I'm a little HOE. Right? So you know what? Now I don't even feel as bad hearing her say the things she was saying about African American men. You calling yourself an H word, and they say that, well, her own mother says she pretty much do anything for attention. Right? I mean, it's sad, but her mother should have had a grip on her a little more.
Little anime bitch with some with some big lips and a pretty face and some pretty skin and a killer face. I think I said that. I really was freestyling, but y'all, I'm embarrassed. I can't. I think I'm a freak because I'm so fucking sexy.
Ambitious and driven, Raina was chasing fame with relentless determination. She longed for a breakthrough in the entertainment industry, particularly in reality television, which led her to pursue an audition for Baddies Midwest, a show on the Zeus network. With a growing presence on social media, boasting over 80,000 followers on X and 17,000 on Instagram, she had already made a name for herself as an online personality. Beyond her public persona, Raina was a daughter, a sister, and a woman with dreams far bigger than the life she had in Maryland. She was known for her bold personality, unfiltered opinions, and an energy that could fill a room.
And then that's crazy. Cause her acting like that, she, out of all places, she's from Baltimore, Maryland. Well, I'm not sure if it was Baltimore because he said Maryland, but at the end of the day, Maryland, that's like you're not gonna go anywhere without seeing African-American men or women. So for you to talk like that and act like that, once again, I hope it was just an act and she, quote unquote, wanted that attention that her mother said she thrived on. Because it's no way you from Maryland talking like that.
I am not a trophy wife.
See?
I'm not what you flaunt around, okay? As soon as you have me on your arm, the attention is completely away from you. So you gotta be like an A$AP Rocky type guy and just be content with your level of spotlight, because baby, I am the star. I'm the star by myself. I'm the star with anyone that I date. I'm the star. And that's okay. That's okay.
Her family described her as someone who was never afraid to speak her mind, yet deeply caring toward those she loved. She had a way of drawing people in, making an impact wherever she went. Her trip to Cleveland was supposed to be another step toward her aspirations, but it turned her life to tragedy. Raina Dunlap was found deceased in an abandoned house on Cleveland's east side, specifically on East 65th Street and Francis Avenue. Authorities discovered her body on January 21, 2025, nearly 3 months after she had traveled to the city to audition for the reality show Baddies Midwest on the Zeus network. When police found Raina's body, there were no immediate signs of trauma. However, her family found several troubling details surrounding the circumstances of her death. Her hair and nails were freshly done, but she was wearing oversized clothing that did not match her usual style. Even more disturbingly, her personal belongings, including her cell phone, identification, and other items, were missing.
New tonight, the family of a Prince George's County woman is desperate for answers. Karen Dunlap, a popular social media influencer, left home last fall on a trip to Ohio, but she never returned home. Investigators found her body in Cleveland a week and a half ago, but they have no clues on what happened to her. Our Alexis Wainwright talked to her mother and sister in an interview that you'll only see right here.
It's been almost a month now and still no clear answers why Karen Dunlap went to Cleveland, who she was with, and how she got there. But these flyers still going around in hopes of finding out that information.
It's horrible. I feel like somebody kicked a hole through my soul, and the biggest part of my heart is gone.
Karen Jones fights back tears as she talks about her daughter, 30-year-old Karen Dunlap, who also went by Raina.
She is my firstborn. You know, I loved her dearly, and it's just, the pain is unimaginable.
The sad part is when you look at especially girls like that, for some reason, and y'all let me know in the comments, but I always see this where the mother is like the sweetest person ever. Like they got a good family. So you start to wonder, like, where did they go wrong? Like, how did you end up acting the way you acting? And when we see your parents, it's like night and day. They don't act nothing like how you act. But once again, like they said, she just thrived on attention. They probably gave her a little too much leeway. She got caught up in the streets and she acted the way she act. But seeing from how her mother's acting and how she act is definitely night and day.
The worst is it's just not knowing.
Her daughter, who lives in College Park, Maryland, was found dead with none of her belongings and in an abandoned building in Cleveland, Ohio, January 18th.
I can't really even function that well knowing that I don't know how my own big sister died.
Her family says they don't know why she was in Cleveland. They wonder if she may have gone to audition for Baddies Midwest, a reality show she was a fan of, but they don't know. The last time they spoke was in November.
With Raina, she was always in and out, so it wasn't like we talked to her all the time. We just always expected she was going to be okay.
See, you know what that sounds like to me as well? It sounds like she didn't have no control. Right? And you could tell that even though she still stayed with her mother, she was one of those like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, mom, you can't tell me nothing. You could tell. Right? Let me tell you, and God bless her soul, but don't be surprised if the reason she was in and out and never telling anybody about her whereabouts is because she was selling that stuff. And by stuff, I don't mean drugs.
But she was still active on social media up until the new year and went silent on New Year's Day. So her family went to Cleveland in hopes of finding out more. But they didn't get any new information and are still waiting on the toxicology report from her autopsy to give them answers on what happened.
We know that she was shopping there. We went to some of the places that she shopped. We put up flyers. We talked to a few people who, at least two, that said that they did recognize her and they did see her in the area, that she looked perfectly fine, but just no answers as to what took her to Cleveland.
And as days go by, they're encouraging anyone with any bit of information to come forward.
If anyone saw her, if anyone talked to her while she was there, but also very important with her time here from late October, early November, until she was actually verified in Cleveland. If anybody saw her in College Park area.
If you have any information, you can call into the tip line. There's also a GoFundMe to help raise money for the family for funeral costs and to hire a private investigator.
Questions and answers surrounding the death of a social media influencer. Her body found in an abandoned home in Cleveland. The victim's family wondering why the 30-year-old from Baltimore was in Cleveland and what caused her death.
She loved being around people. She loved being the center of attention. She just wanted to be a positive or...
No. That's where I gotta stop you. I ain't gonna lie. I can't have her sit here and say she just wanted to be positive and trying to paint this old dandy picture. And we seen what we seen when she was talking about, African American men. So who knows? Maybe wherever she went, maybe she did go to the Baddies thing, and maybe she got crazy with her mouth. Maybe somebody followed her. Maybe she went out there because she was lured in off of one of those dating apps because she was X, Y, and Z. Who knows? But I'm telling you, man, don't try to make her seem like she was just this calm person.
A negative force in people's lives.
Influencer Raina Dunlap had tens of thousands of social media followers and knew how to get attention.
She also was very controversial, and I know a lot of people say, she said negative things.
Raina was chasing her lifelong dream of being famous, hoping to one day land a gig on the reality show Baddies Midwest. But her dreams tragically ended when she was found dead inside of an abandoned home on Francis Avenue in Cleveland. Her family puzzled, wondering why she was in Cleveland in the first place. Her mother, Karen Jones.
Why was she in Cleveland? We don't have any connection to Cleveland at all. And we didn't know why. We didn't even know she was out of the state of Maryland.
Her family traveled here saying the petite 30-year-old's hair and nails were done when her body was found. But she was dressed in large, uncharacteristic clothing, and detectives told the family there was no obvious signs of trauma.
They suspected that it was an overdose. I said, my daughter's never used hard drugs. I'm like, talk to anybody. I will stake my life that the toxicology is going to come back, that she did not have any hard drugs in her system.
The family...
See, but she can't see, as a parent, we all, we think highly of our kids. But let's be real. We don't know everything they do, right? We can only judge based off what we see or what they tell us, but that's pretty much it. We can't say, I know for sure that she's not doing that because you don't know. But then again, on the flip side of that, maybe somebody gave her something without her knowing, and she overdosed that way. There's a lot of fentanyl overdoses, being that people try to lace other people, or maybe somebody put something in her drink, it was too strong, who knows? Any one of those could happen, there's a possibility. But like I said, you can't sit here and say that she didn't do X, Y, and Z, because we don't know yet.
Now questions if Rena decided to travel to Cleveland for some reason on her own, or if something more sinister was involved. Her sister, Kira Dunlap, tells me they uncovered medical paperwork among her belongings.
She had gone to a rape crisis center at the end of November, on November 29th here in Cleveland.
What goes through your mind when you hear that?
That somebody was hurting her.
Our biggest concern is that someone was holding her against her will, that that she had concerns and had posted that she was being sex trafficked.
Rena's mother and sister say they have now provided Cleveland detectives with tips they have received from the public after they posted on TikTok. They also say there is information on a Snapchat video where Rena appeared to be beaten, and she said she was drugged. Her exact cause of death has not been determined.
See what I said? This is what I'm trying to tell you. Because we hear about these things all too often. 9 times out of 10, if it was no trauma, no stabbings, no gunshot wounds, no beating, none of that, 9 times out of 10, wherever it was, she was drugged, and she probably was drugged too much and overdosed. That happens a lot. Ladies, y'all gotta be careful when y'all go out. Fellas as well. You out here with your jewelry on, you think you just having a good time. You take that drink from this bad girl because you just feeling yourself and you think she feeling you. Next thing you know, you waking up with no watch, no chain, no earrings, your wallet missing, your car keys, everything.
Determined.
Law enforcement officials initially suspected an overdose, but Rena's mother, Karen Jones, refuted these claims. My daughter has never used hard drugs, she told reporters. Talk to anybody. I will stake my life that the toxicology is going to come back that she did not have any hard drugs in her system. The Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner's Office has yet to confirm an official cause of death, and Rena's family is seeking a private autopsy if they can secure enough funding. Rena's mother and sister, Kira Dunlap, traveled to Cleveland on January 21, 2025, to meet with detectives and investigate her death. Kira, devastated by her sister's passing, took to TikTok to plead for information.
So this is a TikTok call to action, TikTok call to help, whatever. I really need you guys' help. I think something really bad happened to my sister. Her name is Rena. She has a big following on Twitter. She has about 87,000 followers on Twitter. Under the NUDE Queen. And I'm just looking for anybody that has been in contact with her or that has heard from her in the past month. It's very, very important.
Let me tell y'all, and I know y'all gonna sit here and hookah, everything in a conspiracy theory, it's not. But what I would say is this: whenever somebody does that crying thing and no tears come out, that's the first red flag to me every time. Every time. I don't care who you are, I don't care the circumstance, because there's a lot of weird things going on out here. There's this other girl from Gary, Indiana recently who went missing, and they already think that her parents had something to do with it because she may have been trafficked. So it's a lot of weird stuff y'all gotta watch out for. But what I'm saying is, this was a red flag when she cried and I ain't see no tears.
Because
see?
Something bad has happened to her, and we're trying to figure out what happened. If anybody knows anything, please message me and let me know. I'm really counting on you guys. I know that this app is gonna get deleted tomorrow, but please, if anybody has any information, can let me know, please. I would really appreciate it. please just message me on here so we can find out. Thank you.
Something bad.
I don't know, y'all, but anyway, let's see what
has happened to her, and we're trying to figure out what happened, she said in a tearful video. She also mentioned that their family had lost contact with Raina about a month before her death. While Cleveland police have not announced any suspects, the circumstances leading up to Raina's death have raised many questions. Notably, the family uncovered troubling medical paperwork indicating that Raina had visited a crisis center in Cleveland on November 29, 2024, suggesting she may have been assaulted. One of the most alarming aspects of the case is Raina's own online posts. Before her disappearance, she allegedly posted that she had been a victim of sex trafficking and even uploaded an image of herself appearing to be badly beaten. These posts, however, were either deleted or went unnoticed by her family until after her death.
That's another thing that doesn't make sense, right? Because, that don't make sense. Maybe I'm bugging, but right? If she posted it and she posted that with that tweet, 9 times out of 10, she wanted people to see it. How is it that it disappeared after she lost her life? It seems like somebody else didn't want that out there. Or am I wrong?
Her mother and sister now fear that someone was holding her against her will in the days leading up to her death. We don't have any connections to Cleveland at all, and we didn't even know she was out of the state of Maryland, Karen Jones said.
I don't know. After seeing that video and noticing her, I don't know. When y'all get a chance, rewind this video back and then just pay attention to her movements and her actions. Something just a little weird here. I could be wrong, y'all, but my spider senses is tingling. I don't know.
This has led to theories that Raina may have been lured to Cleveland under false pretenses. Raina's family believes that she traveled to Cleveland with the goal of being cast on Baddies Midwest. Her sister Kira stated that she was actively following the cast and crew of the show, hoping to secure a role. She reportedly knew several people involved in the production and had previously met Natalie Nunn, one of the show's co-creators and stars. Despite this, the Zeus network has not made any public statements regarding Raina's death. As of now, Raina's case remains open, with no arrests or official cause of death determined. Her family has launched a GoFundMe campaign to raise money for her funeral expenses and to hire a private investigator. The Dunlap family is urging anyone with information about Raina's last days in Cleveland to come forward. The Cleveland Police Department continues to investigate, but with no clear suspects and many unanswered questions, the case remains shrouded in mystery. What happened to Raina Dunlap should never have occurred. No one deserves to be found lifeless in an abandoned house, far from home, with unanswered questions surrounding their death. The fact that she visited a rape crisis center and allegedly posted about being in danger suggests that someone could have intervened sooner. Her story is a heartbreaking reminder of the risks that people, especially women, face when pursuing dreams in unfamiliar places. This tragedy also serves as a warning about the dark side of the influencer world, where the pursuit of fame can sometimes lead people into dangerous situations. Raina's story deserves to be told so that others can learn from it and work toward a future where tragedies like this never happen again. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.
Alright, y'all. So, I don't know. It took a weird turn for me because I was so set on her in the black men this and black men that crap. But then as the story kept going on, something just didn't seem right. Right? You could tell she was definitely lured in. The R kit from before in November already told us that something happened even then. But then she actually was lured out to Columbus for the simple fact that she had her hair done, her nails done, and then they found her in big clothes. Something ain't right. Anyway, y'all jump in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. And I'm out.